Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another great episode of Bahrain Now, your source of local initiatives, happenings, talents, and trends. I'm your host, Khalid, here to walk you through our exciting lineup of segments and personalities from around Bahrain. So don't go away, we'll be right back.
The organization of the Bahrain Animal Production Show stems from the Kingdom of Bahrain's keenness during the prosperous era of His Majesty the King to achieve a set of strategic goals, including contributing to global food production, protecting the animal and cultural heritage, and enhancing the agricultural sector's contribution to the local product, as well as enhancing food security and supporting the national economy. The event reflects Bahrain's interest in preserving livestock in line with the plans and programs implemented by the government headed by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister to enhance investment in this vital sector in a sustainable developmental manner. The announcement of organizing the 6th edition of the Bahrain Animal Production Show 2023 comes as a continuation of the national strategic initiatives and projects aimed at increasing the contribution of the livestock and agricultural sectors by providing the best investment opportunities. The Bahrain Animal Production Show brings together an elite group of local farmers to exchange experiences in accordance with the data of the National Strategy for Sustainable Agricultural Development. The Kingdom of Bahrain works according to a clearly defined strategic plan to achieve the government's work program by increasing self-sufficiency rates and achieving food security.
Under the patronage of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the 6th edition of the Bahrain Animal Production Show, Mara'i 2023, will kick off on Thursday, November 23. Launching Mara'i 6 is part of the ongoing national strategic initiatives and projects aimed at increasing the contribution of the livestock and agricultural sectors to achieving food security and supporting the national economy. And to speak more about the upcoming event, we are pleased to have with us in the studio His Excellency, the Undersecretary for Agricultural Affairs and Marine Resources at the Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture, Dr. Khalid Ahmed Hasan. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, Your Excellency.
Khalid, good morning. How is it?
A very good morning to you as well.
Yes, it is a very nice morning. It's an honor for me to be in Bahrain now on this program and to be covered the exhibition of Mara'i exhibition, the 6th edition. So we'll have a good time to be chatting about it.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to discussing this event. I actually covered it once in the past and it was an amazing event to look at. And can you tell us a little bit more about Mara'i 6 and how it reflects Bahrain's efforts in preserving livestock and consolidating food security?
Look, Khalid, I'll turn you backward, First edition it was in 2010. So it is around 13 years since when it started Mara'i. And His Majesty is being given the directive in 2010 just to have the Mara'i to be organized in Bahrain at that time, reflected to that the old century in 1950 Prince Salman bin Hamad has been organized the first show in Bahrain in the 1950s, and Emir of Bahrain that times. So just to put back again that Mara'i in reality under the patronage of His Majesty. So we started in 2010 and we keep on the 2nd edition, 3rd edition, 4th editions, 5th editions, which it was 2019, where we are hosting almost 240 spectators and visitors. So it is very high numbers and a big number where it is since the Mara'i has been organized. And this 6th edition will be now in 2023. And we're looking for it because there is a lot of activity after the Corona and after with the people that are looking for 6th edition, all the activities on Mara'i.
Brilliant. I mean, it's great to see that the event has such a rich history and it seems to keep on developing. Now, the Bahrain Animal Production Show is it's a scientific investment, technical, and even entertainment event specialized in animal production. So can you elaborate a little bit on the opportunities that the show presents in those fields?
Look, Khalid, that's we will keep on of the 6th edition to make it a little bit different from other editions. For sure, there is fundamentals shows. It will be there on this Mara'i because we are pushing that the heritage of Bahrain to be transferred to our new generations, who they don't know a lot of the new, old things. So we need just to send these messages from our this show to the new generations. And there's a lot of side activities, as you said, that it is a festival, just attracting the kids, attracting the visitors from outside Bahrain to see what kind of animals in Bahrain, what animal production in Bahrain state on. And also additional to that we will hosting workshops, which it has not been done before, for specialist people, from King Faisal University in Saudi Arabia. 5 professors, they will attend, and they will present 5 workshops during the 3 days for vets, for the animal lovers, and who took care about their animals, how they take care about their animals, what the diseases, how they can manage of the production of animals for farm animals. A lot of activities around, to be honest with you. We do have also, as usual, a visitor from show with the horses, and I will make it surprise. I will not say it in your program. So I would like the viewer to come and to have a look and to visit our exhibition. Our exhibition is free of charge. It is, as you said, it is a festival, under the instruction of direction of His Majesty that we keep it open for everyone. Every visitor in Bahrain, all levels in Bahrain, come and visit these exhibitions, have a nice time, see all the production, bears, animals like dogs, cats, farm animals. And additional to that, this year, Khalid, we will have a pool for fishing.
Oh, brilliant.
So that we'll taught the young boys and girls how to fish. I'm sure that you've never been fished by yourself.
No, I don't think
So
I'd be very good at it.
It's a good chance for you to have a fishing time there. Please visit us, and we'll give you to make you the fishing, and the fish to be coated, that to be given to the girls or the boys, and they take it home.
Brilliant. So there's so much to get involved in with Mara'i, and it seems to be a very practical experience. I mean, there's a lot to learn, but there's also a lot to do, which is always great to see. Now, the show is also a platform for the animal sector workers and farm owners to showcase the latest experiences and technologies in the field. And, obviously these fields are constantly adapting as new technologies come about. So tell us a bit more about the support the ministry is providing in that regard.
Look, Khalid, we will keep those exhibitions. Now, as I said, it is different from other exhibitions and other versions, that we will have a site for pet cares, and for the animal pet cares. So there is booths, about 20 booths additional this year to sell their product to the animal lovers, and also for the people who are involved of laboratories. We have companies that will present a new generation of artificial intelligence diagnostic for diseases, which it has never been exposed outside Bahrain. It's only in Europe. So it will be first machines will be shown in this exhibitions, and it will be help a lot in diagnosis animal diseases by using the artificial intelligence, which it is the new generation. It's coming, to be honest with you. So it is, we are keen to show the people who are involved on the medical side, of the veterinary side, what is the updated machines, what is the updated technology around the world.
It's great to see something like AI that you wouldn't really, I know that I wouldn't think about taking care of animals or livestock or diagnosing them using AI, so it's brilliant to see that Mara'i is really breaking the boundaries of what we thought was possible with AI in such a practical field. So I can't wait to hear more about that in the future. And can you tell us a bit more about the activities and exhibitions that the show will feature over the 3 days, the ones that you can share?
Well. Under the patronage, until the opening ceremony, it will be in 20 seconds. This is my invitation. That's His Majesty, to be honored to just receive His Majesty at that time. As you said, that it is there is a show for the traditional activities of how the long century in Bahrain, النحنينية, what they did, what the Bahraini did in Al Huraniya, where they are for wheat, how they are collecting the wheat, how they make it, they are around to make it ready for food, and how they take the water from the deep ground, and how they are raising the sheep and goat, camels, horses, falcons. This is a show around 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It has been done by Bahraini people, Bahraini individuals, and with a beautiful traditional Bahraini songs, and to give the message to the new generation that it is what it was before in Al Hananiya, because the people and many know that Al Hananiya is a part in Rafah, but it is also, there is a lot of activities being done in Hananiya in the past. So we want to raise it to the new generation, and we told them that what has happened long times. That's one thing, and that after that we will add the show, which is European show equestrians, and there will be a lot of things, new things to be never been shown in Bahrain before with this company, which it is hosted to come to Bahrain and hosted by the Minister of Agriculture and Municipalities. Also after that we will have beautiful song by two artists, which is Ahmed al-Jumairi and Muhammad al-Bakri, with 100 of student girls wearing beautiful dress of Bahraini, and 50 girls riding horses. And this is never happened done, whether to have 150 people being in one songs, and they are doing the dancing around the artists of the Ahmed al-Jumairi and Muhammad al-Bakri. We will end with Al-Arda, where it will be live Al-Arda, and all those who's been attending and share on this opening ceremony show, they will be finalized and after that we will be awarded the best production on the cows, the production of falcons, the best of dogs, salukis, pigeons, and also it will be the first time there is a new edition, publication of a book, of historical book of they call it Horse of Bahrain, and it has been sponsored by Royal Court, and will be presented to His Majesty. And after that we will have the honor to thanks our Majesty. And this is the 1 hour, around 1 hour. After that we will have 2 rounds in the exhibitions with artists who they are of painters, and some of the sculptures where they are there around and model of the horses there and other animals inside the exhibition. So it will be around 1 hour 15 minutes all around of all the program of the opening ceremony. Second day will open at 9 o'clock, so everyone is invited as a free of charge. Bring your family, bring your kids, have a nice time, and spend all the day, because there's a lot of activities. We'll keep on showing the same opening ceremony show in the second day, third day, and fourth day. So 23rd, 24th, and 25th. We'll end at 25. We will keep on showing until say 9 o'clock. So it's a good time for people who want to have a lunch or to have early dinners, and they will stay in a beautiful area, open area with a good weather. Hopefully there will not have a heavy rain.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. But hopefully with that it is the climate to serve us, and it will be not that cold enough, but that will have the good opportunity for the young generation to be in touch with the animals, close to the animals, feed the animals, and as I said earlier, it's good also for fishing.
I mean, it just sounds like Mara'i is full of opportunities. And speaking of opportunities, I'd like to ask you, what are the investment opportunities that will be available during Mara'i?
Well, to be honest with you, it is not an only investment only. It is like a festival, and to make an introduction. We want to send a messages that Bahrain is animal lovers, and the government is looked after the animal production sectors and farmers. So that's much of investors, because I don't say that there's a lot of companies coming. Yes, you have pharmacies, we have pet shops there around there, as a certain minor level of business models, but higher investment. Yes, there is in the pipeline that we are planning to have an exhibitions only for the marine resource, and that's what will be for big companies to come and to make a deal and exchanges. But this one, clear messages that to be Bahrain are looked after the government, and Bahrain, they are horse lovers and animal lovers in different sectors. So and in the side of Bahrain's.
Well, I mean, I think this year's Mara'i is really going to top any past iterations of the event. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Well, I'm challenging Khalid that will break the record. It was 2019, 240. I think that we will cross over than 300,000 K.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. And thank you very much for your invitation to be in your Bahrain and your programs, and also that we thank Bahrain TVs. You are a part of it. You are invited with your program to be a part of it. So to make a coverage and to make interviews with the spectators of Mara'i.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you, and we look forward to seeing more from this event.
All the best.
Viewers, before we conclude this segment, we must point out that the 3-day show will be open to the public from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at Bahrain International Endurance Village, starting next Thursday. Stay tuned, and we'll be back right after this. Bahrain is set to witness the biggest combat sports festival in the world once again, as Brave Combat Federation brings back its International Combat Week, set to take over the Khalifa Sports City Arena under the patronage of His Highness Shaikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa. The Brave International Combat Week will take place between December 5th and December 16th, and will feature 3 major Brave CF professional events, as well as the first Asian Championships in amateur MMA to take place in the Kingdom of Bahrain. And to speak more about the upcoming event, we have with us here in the studio Brave Combat Federation President Mohammed Shahid. Welcome. Hello, Mr. Shahid. How are you doing?
Excellent. Thank you for having me.
It's a real pleasure to have you. Now, martial arts in Bahrain is witnessing great developments through Brave, thanks to the support of His Highness Shaikh Khalid bin Hamad. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. I think 2016, His Highness Shaikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa started this vision called Brave Combat Federation, and it has been the core of developing mixed martial art in Bahrain as a start, but definitely it started becoming one of the biggest pillars of the development of sport in the whole region in the Middle East. And today we have traveled to 30 countries in 5 continents, making Brave the largest exported brand of sports from Bahrain, and at the same time that also became a let's say case study for the international mixed martial art world to look at Bahrain and say that this might be the hub for combat sports, and which we call it as a combat kingdom today with the birth of Brave Combat Federation. So it's been the case study has been there. If you look at Bahrain in mixed martial art today, it is the #1 ranked team in the world. Bahrain has the board seat as the president of the Asian Mixed Martial Art Federation, and at the same time we have been the biggest partners for the International Mixed Martial Art Federation, and everything has been because of this pillar of Brave Combat Federation, whether it's developing the homegrown talents, giving opportunity to international talents from around the world, hosting some of the biggest events, to becoming a case study for what Bahrain's position is in leading mixed martial art in the world.
Brilliant. And now Brave Combat Federation became the most global MMA promotion in the world. How was that achieved, and how do you value that recognition?
It's in different ways. If you look at it, we have never seen that in the sports sector in the Middle East before. We have not seen a sports media property that was founded in our region and then exported to around the world. We know how we've been known for bringing some of the biggest events into the region. Today we are the hub of sports in the world as a Gulf region. But this is the first time we've seen a change in the climate of how sports is perceived in this region today, and Bahrain has been leading that because of His Highness Shaikh Khalid's strategy of creating Brave. And we've traveled to 29 countries. Actually, it's 30th country in a week's time in 5 continents, and this means that when it comes to Brave Combat Federation, it's much more bigger than sports. We are talking about the largest exposure platform for the Kingdom of Bahrain today is Brave Combat Federation, but at the same time, it is also one of the platforms that is opening doors to bringing the international governing bodies to the Kingdom of Bahrain as well. And we've seen that in the past 7 years since the birth of Brave. We're looking at all the other combat sports, which is you're looking at sambo to wrestling to boxing. All of these organizations at the international level looking at what's the progress of mixed martial art and finding an idea of how we can collaborate with Brave as a brand and develop combat sports as a whole, not just mixed martial art. But for Bahrain, if you look at the value of Brave Combat Federation, it is one of the largest tourism exposure for the country. It is one of the largest bilateral relationships bridge for the country. It is also one of those events that is traveling to hosting events in the international world. But at the same time, if you look at the media side of Brave, I'd like to speak a little bit about the exposure. We are today broadcasted in 160 plus countries on the largest networks around the world, 848 million households, and each year we're looking at an average of 1.1 billion VNR news releases on international networks, but at the same time 3,000 plus articles around the world in a year on Brave Combat Federation. So on the media side, we are today a global sports media giant that was founded in Bahrain. But when it comes to actually on-ground activation, I think that is key, and when we are being hosted by other countries, like I said, in 30 countries, what that signifies is that each event we have in other countries are where the business networks, government organizations, governing bodies of sports all come under one roof, from celebrities to business tycoons. And that is an opportunity for the world to network, but at the same time it is also an opportunity to attract those network of people into the Kingdom of Bahrain as well. So Brave is much more bigger today than mixed martial art sport. But from the mixed martial art perspective, today we are the leaders of the sport in the whole world, whether it is development of the sport internationally, or if it is simply about putting Bahrain at the top of the mixed martial art global map.
I mean, I think those numbers speak for themselves. I think Brave has an undeniable impact then. Now, can you give us a few more details about the announcement of the 3rd edition of the BICW?
So Brave International Combat Week was the first Brave International Combat Week was in 2017 when His Highness Shaikh Khalid actually gave us the directions to bring the International World Championship of Mixed Martial Art, Amateur World Championship of Mixed Martial Art, to Bahrain. That was the first time we've seen the World Championship leave Las Vegas and move anywhere outside Las Vegas, and it was here in Bahrain. In collaboration with Brave Combat Federation. So it became a Brave International Combat Week, where you have a week-long event of amateur world championships, and the icing on the cake would be the final day having a Brave international event. And that became something of a habit, where every year we used to have a Brave International Combat Week in 2018 and 19, because in 2017 when it started, it broke all the records previously held by the World Championship in Las Vegas in terms of participation, in terms of the countries attending, in terms of even simply the way it was hosted and the operational side of it. That today, if you look at it, Bahrain MMA Federation is the official operations partner for the international federations world championships around the world, and that is something that Bahrain can be proud of. And we kept breaking records of our own records in 18 and 19, and finally in 2021 we created the MMA Super Cup, which was the first ever time the international organization created a team versus team competition in combat sports, whether it's mixed martial art or boxing. We've never seen that before, but that was also in collaboration with Brave Combat Federation. Finally, 2023 comes in, and we have had the best year since 2016 till today. We have digitalized our brand into partnering with more OTT platform. So we've just closed the deal in the first quarter of 2023 with video from Indonesia, the largest OTT platform in Indonesia, MX Player and Geo TV from India, combined together 800 million new users to be a potential fans of Brave Combat Federation. But at the same time, this was the year for the first time this brand called Brave International Combat Week that we've been building since 2017 was hosted in Serbia, outside of Bahrain, with the World Championship and it broke every records with almost 20,000 people in attendance, a houseful event with the historic amount of countries and talents coming to participate. But we didn't stop there. That was in February, and then we followed up with the first International Brave International Combat Week in South America, where we held the Brave event in collaboration with the Pan American Championship, which was the first time in the history of Pan America. And all these achievements combined together, we also became officially announced as the commercial and consultation partner of the International Mixed Martial Art Federation. So a lot of achievements this year. Something that we've never expected 2023, the recovery years after the pandemic, to be as successful as it is today. So we wanted to celebrate end the season with the Brave International Combat Week in Bahrain. There's no better way to do it. But at the same time, in partnership with the first Asian Championship that has been hosted in the Kingdom of Bahrain, as Bahrain being the president of the Asian MMA Federation, it's all lines up, and we didn't want to stop it with an Asian Championship and a Brave. We wanted to make it 3 times better, so we made 3 Brave events back to back.
Brilliant. I mean, that's a glowing portfolio of achievements right there. And what kind of activities are available during this event?
So on the 5th of December is going to be our first event, and then the second event is going to be the 8th of December, and the third is going to be on the 15th of December. Between that, from the 10th of December all the way to the 16th of December, we're going to have the Asian Championship back to back, and the finals of the Asian Championship is going to be on the 16th, while the big Brave event is going to be on the 15th. As the people in Bahrain and the fans of mixed martial art in Bahrain actually knows, Brave International Combat Week always brings surprises. It is one of those events where you're going to have celebrities from around the world, to international governing body decision makers, to business tycoons from around the world, all combined together in one event, enjoying mixed martial art and getting entertained by some of the best fights in the world. So we are going to be having a lot of celebrities come this time as well to the Kingdom of Bahrain. We will be having, all our events are a mixture of, it's not just people who enjoy mixed martial art and sports alone, but it is a time to go out, an evening to go out for families, friends, and enjoy an atmosphere that we don't get very often, where it is real sports, excitement built up, but also a lot of entertainment factors around it. So it is going to be something that I think it's for everybody to go and be part of. But for the sports fan and the mixed martial art fans, it is going to be one of the most exciting nights back to back, where on the December 5th we have 2 title fights lined up. We thought of having 1 world title fight at the main event, but then we thought, why not, twice the spice added to it. So we have on December 5th 2 title fights. On December 8th we're going to have one of the craziest fight card that we've seen in the history of Brave, where we're going to have some of the biggest names in mixed martial art all lined up back to back, starting from Hasan fighting in the beginning of the fight card, who is considered to be the #1 Wushu Sanda competitor in the world. And then we have Bahrain's #1 athlete and pound for pound #1 amateur athlete ranked in the world, Ramzan Gitinov, who's going to be competing as well. Along with that, we're also going to see one of the most viral content builder of 2023 was a fighter called Gamzat Mayev, and he's going to be competing in that same card. But the focus is going to be on December 15th, when we are going to have the biggest rivalry rematch between US bantamweight champion Jose Shorty Torres, fighting against the biggest talent in South Africa, Nkosi. And this is the second fight they're going to be actually fighting. The first fight was in this year itself, and it was one of the most anticipated rematches that everybody wanted to see, and that's going to be taking place on December 15th. But at the same time, it is going to be a very emotional event as well, because we're going to have the biggest Arab mixed martial art legends who's going to be lined up against some of the best talents of UK and Ireland. So it's going to be Arab legends versus UK and Ireland as the fight card under the title fight. And of course, we're going to see 3 of the Bahrain's up and coming champions competing in that same card, representing the Arab legends.
Brilliant. And the event will also feature, for the first time, the Asian Championships with the IMMAF and the Bahrain MMA Federation and the Asian MMA Federation. Tell us a little bit more about that.
We've been having this partnership. I mean, if you look at the vision of His Highness Sheikh Khalid, it was always about creating a global ecosystem for mixed martial art. It was never about just having a brand. It was something much more bigger. The vision is beyond an event, beyond a brand. And with Brave Combat Federation and KHK Sports and KHK MMA combined together, the vision transformed into something that is that has become the pillar for development of the sport of mixed martial art globally. And that's how we became an official partner of the International Mixed Martial Art Federation. We have hosted more world championships than any country in the world. We have become the largest sports development platform for mixed martial art today, and it is in partnership with the Bahrain Mixed Martial Art Federation and Brave. So if you look at Bahrain, we have a complete 360-degree ecosystem for MMA, and that 360-degree national ecosystem that we have built, from the #1 athlete in the world to the #1 ranked nation in the world, to having the largest and the most global sports media property, to having an operations team that is becoming the operations team for the world international events. So it's a complete solution for sports ecosystem. The idea is to take that solution and put it at a global level with the International Mixed Martial Art Federation, and Bahrain Mixed Martial Art Federation, Brave Combat Federation together is going to achieve that. The byproduct of that is what we have, what we are seeing with the Asian Championship, where Bahrain as a country and Bahrain Mixed Martial Federation as a governing body is leading as one of the best hosting nations for international MMA events, and giving them the trust to become the take the presidency of the Asian MMA Federation as well. And here we are, we're seeing that relationship blossom into what we see today by hosting the first Asian MMA Championship in the history of the country. And we are excited to have all the Asian countries visit this event, and some of the best athletes from Asia come and participate. And hopefully, personally from my side as a Bahraini and as a fan of our Bahrain national team, we hope to regain our position as the #1 in the world again.
Brilliant, and I have no doubt that that will be achieved. And like you said, I think that this goes beyond a brand. I think phenomenal is a better way to describe it. It truly does encompass a lot of things. So thank you so much for joining us, and I can't wait to see what comes out of Brave next.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for having me.
Viewers, don't go away. We'll be right back with more. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at what's going on beyond the studio in the following report.
With creative and distinctive ideas, as well as unique and innovative solutions, the Bahrain Real Estate Innovation Competition concluded, which was organized by the Real Estate Regulatory Authority in an effort to supplement and enhance the National Real Estate Plan 2021 to 2024 by honoring the top 3 winners in the presence of a number of senior officials and experts in the real estate and investment sectors in the Kingdom of Bahrain.
The cityscape Bahrain is very unusual. It's a new event. It's the second of its kind, and I'm very pleased to be here. I think it's a good example that the government and the country are focused on the real estate in the country and development, and it's developing very well.
I would like to thank the Real Estate Regulatory Authority for creating this competition that enables us to participate with innovative ideas related to sustainability. It's truly a great honor to be here. My project is Smart Sustainable Neighborhood. It's a vertical housing neighborhood that's going to be on Diyar al-Muharraq. It targets creating sustainable future for people and also enabling technological advancement.
All the participating projects produce excellent and unique artistic, technical, and scientific ideas in an effort to find realistic solutions.
It's our second year in the Cityscape exhibition, and we believe the second year is much better than the first year in terms of the organization, in terms of the number of visitors, and we aim to get more interested buyer for the second and the third day, inshallah.
The competition attracted various real estate institutions and entities, as well as employees in the field, thus making the Real Estate Regulatory Authority take confident steps in its efforts to develop and enhance this vital sector.
650 luxury brands of jewelry, watches and perfumes from all over the world came together under one roof in the Kingdom of Bahrain at Jewelry Arabia exhibition, with some products that were specially designed to be displayed in this edition.
We've been coming to the Bahrain exhibition from the last 10 years. We like coming here every year because of the variety of customers which we get every year, and we like how the organizers organize this event for us. And we're very excited and thrilled to participate in the coming years as well, because we get new clientele every year, and we specifically manufacture jewelry for this show well in advance, so we make sure our customers get what they want.
We love to participate in the Bahrain Jewelry Show because it's the biggest in the Middle East, and I hope it's going to be good for us and for everyone here.
3 decades ago, this exhibition positioned itself on the global level and became a major center for displaying precious jewelry and watches with classic, contemporary and exclusive designs.
It's really been very lovely over here, and the setup and the people over here, as well as the management, is really very nice, and the people are very welcoming people over here in Bahrain, and they have been very helping for us over here.
The best thing about Jewelry Arabia is the luxury that it brings to Bahrain. It is the most amazing time of the year for jewelry enthusiasts to come and see the best of the designs that the world has to offer in one roof. So that's the best part about Jewelry Arabia.
In this edition, the exhibition offers visitors a unique experience through the various pavilions that provide various products.
After the success of its first edition and winning the admiration of its exhibitors and visitors, Scent Arabia 2023 returned with a new and advanced look to maintain its elegance and status as it brings together leading perfume makers to display the latest and finest perfumes from all over the world. This year's event brings a variety of activities, including an interactive photography pavilion where visitors can take photos and explore different fragrances, in addition to the pavilions of the participating Gulf, Arab and international countries.
And we are so glad because the attendance today, it was so successful, because you can see the number of people from everywhere. Most of the ambassadors, they attend, a lot of the people from the royal family, all the big merchants, all they are available for this exhibition, and I'm sure that this is going to give a very good picture for Bahrain, and for the jewelry exhibition and perfume exhibition for Bahrain.
The event presents the most famous international and local perfume makers with the aim of meeting the needs of a diverse group of perfume lovers in the region.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to the finish line. A huge thank you to all of our guests for joining us tonight, and another huge thank you to all of you watching us at home. As always, be sure to reach out to us on our social media accounts shown below. We'd love to hear from you. This was Khalid, and until next time, good night and God bless.